fifth her last name. She bumped into her fed up. Let her cook. Where all the people that Stephen A? Oh, she don't do this.
As she broke the WNBA single-season rookie mark for assists, Stephen A.
So she couldn't get that double-digit assist record 3 consecutive games with at least 20 points.
You know that feeling when someone's killing it, but people just can't give them props? That's what's happening with Caitlin Clark right now. Shannon Sharp's not having it though. He's calling out the haters and spitting straight facts about Clark's game. But why is there so much hate in the first place? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. Think Clark's just another overhyped rookie? Think again. This college superstar didn't just transition to the pros, she's rewriting the rule book. How is one player single-handedly packing arenas and sending jersey sales through the roof? The answer lies in Clark's explosive performance since joining the WNBA. Let's break it down. Since the Olympic break, Clark has been on an absolute tear. She's led the Indiana Fever to a 6-1 record, putting up mind-blowing numbers: 24.6 points, 5.0 rebounds, and 9.0 assists per game. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Clark's not just playing well, she's making history. She became the first rookie in either the WNBA or NBA to drop 25+ points, dish out 10+ assists, and sink 5+ three-pointers in back-to-back games. That's not Rookie of the Year material, that's Hall of Fame stuff right there. But wait, there's more. Clark has already joined an elite group of just 8 rookies to score over 600 points in a single season. And she didn't stop there. She's the first rookie ever to combine that with 250 assists. We're talking about a level of impact that's rarely seen from first-year players. Now, you might be thinking, oh, sure, she's putting up stats, but is she really changing the game?
But if I'm Caitlin Clark, I'd have told Skylar Diggins, get your coat, your fifth her last name. She bumped into her fed up. Let her cook.
As she broke the WNBA single-season rookie mark for assists, Stephen A.
Well, let me hit you with this. The Indiana Fever has set an all-time attendance record. We're talking over 500,000 fans for their 33 games. That's not just a little bump, it's part of a nearly 20% increase in overall WNBA attendance this season. Clark's impact goes beyond just filling seats. She's changing the way people view women's basketball. Nancy Lieberman, a legend in her own right, put it best. What Caitlin Clark has done for the game is generational. That's not just hype, that's recognition from someone who knows the game inside and out. But here's the real kicker. Clark isn't doing this alone. Her teammate Kelsey Mitchell talked about their on-court chemistry, saying, "I think me and Caitlin just found a way to understand one another." This isn't just about one superstar, it's about Clark elevating everyone around her. Just as Clark reaches new heights, the spotlight reveals a darker side of success. What could possibly tarnish such a stellar rookie season? The answer lies in a controversial moment that's ignited debates far beyond the basketball court. It all started with a foul, not just any foul, but one that set off a firestorm of controversy. Diamond DeShield's aggressive move against Clark wasn't just a game-changing moment. It became a lightning rod for criticism and exposed the ugly underbelly of sports fandom. You'd think a rising star like Clark would be universally celebrated, right? Well, buckle up, because this is where things get messy. The incident unleashed a torrent of hate that no one saw coming. We're talking racist threats against DeShields, vicious attacks on Clark, and a whole lot of ugliness that has nothing to do with basketball. But here's where it gets really interesting. Shannon Sharp, never one to mince words, stepped up to the plate with some hard-hitting truth bombs. He called out the media for their reluctance to give Clark her due, saying some people turn into goddamn Ray Charles when it comes to recognizing her skills. Ouch. Sharp didn't stop there. He pointed out a double standard that's been hiding in plain sight. When male athletes play aggressively, it's all about passion and competitiveness. But when women do it, suddenly it's a problem. Talk about a reality check. This isn't just about one foul or one player. It's about respect, equality, and challenging outdated perceptions in women's sports. Sharp's commentary is pushing us to take a hard look at how we treat female athletes. Are we ready for that conversation? And the backlash against Clark isn't just noise. It's a symptom of a bigger issue. We're watching in real time as the narrative around women in sports evolves. It's messy, it's complicated, and it's forcing us to confront some uncomfortable truths. But here's the kicker. Through all this drama, Clark's resilience shines through. She's not just facing down defenders on the court, she's staring down haters, critics, and a whole lot of unfair judgment. And you know what? She's still balling out. This controversy isn't just a bump in the road for Clark, and it's a defining moment. How she handles this pressure could set the tone for her entire career. Will she crumble under the weight of expectations and criticism? Or will she rise above it all and cement her place as a true game changer? With all eyes on Clark, an unexpected voice rises above the noise.
Where all the people that Stephen A? Oh, she don't do this. She not gonna do that. Let her cook. So she couldn't get that double-digit assist record 3 consecutive games with at least 20 points.
Who's stepping up to defend her? And why is their support sending shockwaves through the basketball world? Enter Shannon Sharp, the NFL legend turned sports commentator who's about to drop some truth bombs that'll make you rethink everything you've heard about Caitlin Clark. Sharp's not one to hold back, and he's coming out swinging for Clark. He's calling out the media, the critics, and anyone who's trying to downplay her skills. His message? She can play, it's okay. Simple, right? But those 5 words are like a slam dunk against all the doubt and hate Clark's been facing. But Sharp's not stopping there. He's comparing Clark to some of the biggest names in basketball history. We're talking legends, folks. And he's not just saying she's good, he's saying she's changing the game. Sharp's predicting a future where women's basketball is going to create multi-millionaires, just like Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan did for their sports. Think about that for a second. Sharp's not just defending Clark, he's painting a picture of a whole new world for women's sports. He's talking about a future where female athletes are getting the recognition, the respect, and yes, the paychecks they deserve. Now, you might be wondering why Sharp's words matter so much. After all, he's not a basketball player. Right, but that's exactly why his support is so powerful. When someone from outside your world stands up for you, it makes people sit up and take notice. Sharp's not just talking about Clark's skills on the court, he's challenging the whole way we think about women in sports. He's calling out the double standards, the unfair criticism, and the outdated attitudes that have been holding female athletes back for way too long. And here's the thing, Sharp's words aren't just empty praise, they're a call to action. He's challenging fans, media, and even other athletes to step up and recognize greatness when they see it, regardless of gender. He's saying it's time to give credit where credit is due, and to stop making excuses for why we can't appreciate a phenomenal athlete like Clark. But Sharp's support goes beyond just defending Clark. He's shining a light on the bigger picture of women's sports. By predicting a future where female athletes can become multimillionaires, he's not just talking about money. He's talking about equality, respect, and the kind of opportunities that can inspire a whole new generation of young girls to chase their dreams. This isn't just about one player or one sport. It's about changing the entire conversation around women in athletics. Sharp's words are like a wake-up call, forcing us to confront our biases and rethink our assumptions about what women can achieve in sports. And let's be real, when someone like Shannon Sharp speaks up, people listen. His voice carries weight, and his opinions can shape the narrative. By throwing his support behind Clark and women's basketball, he's not just defending one player, he's opening doors for countless others.